I'm exhausted.
You.
Wow, that escalated rather quickly. Why would you suffer through this? Why would you do that to yourself when COVID has a 99% survival rate? Hi everyone, welcome back. So today I have a full clinic schedule. I'm seeing patients all day, and then at 6:30 I'm gonna get my COVID vaccine number 2. So I will bring you along like last time, answer a lot more questions, tell you what I'm feeling live. Yeah. What is it?
A fish.
No, it's a turtle.
Yeah.
Say turtle.
The why? Ooh, it's
Hi everyone. So it is about an hour since I got the COVID vaccine shot. I don't feel anything. Like, I felt the needle going in, but after that, no pain whatsoever. Last time I had arm soreness about 4 or 5 hours afterwards. This time I got it in my left arm because I realized that even though I'm right arm dominant, I use my left arm more. I use my left arm more, just like with carrying London and doing things. So I'm always like using my left arm. So I decided to put it in my left arm instead. I plan to do a couple push-ups right before bed. And then we see how we do tomorrow. You push-ups too, London. Let me see you do push-ups. Can you do it? Let's see. You and Wyatt, do push-ups. Go. Push-ups like this. Push-ups. Okay, go. Push-ups. Push-ups. Push-ups.
What?
Push-ups. 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 Push-ups.
Push-up. My push-ups.
Okay.
Good?
Yep.
Good push-up?
Yep.
That's all. Yeah. Let's do more quick. Whoa.
No thanks. Good morning. It is currently 8 o'clock, so approximately 13 hours since my second COVID vaccine shot. I'm exhausted.
And Dad didn't get his shot.
And Daddy didn't get his shot. So from a co-sleeping parent, we're all sleeping in a king-size bed. We didn't go to sleep until midnight last night because while Stan drove me to get my vaccine, the kids fell asleep for like an hour. So it was pretty late already, and then so they didn't sleep until midnight. London woke up. London woke up again around 3 o'clock because he wanted to nurse, and then I woke up again at 6 because he wanted to nurse again. So I had about 6 hours of sleep last night, interrupted sleep, so I'm a little tired, but not any more tired than my usual self. Oh God. I have a mild headache. I would rate it as like a 2 out of 10 headache. Nowhere near a champagne headache. If you guys know what I'm talking about, those champagne hangovers are the worst.
I didn't see you. Mom?
This would be a lot easier for any single people living by themselves and don't have kids, because they can just like chill on the couch, watch some Netflix, like eat some ice cream, cookies, whatever you want to do. But I spent the morning like cleaning the couch, or not cleaning the couch, cleaning the living room. Yeah, so anyways.
Also, we keep making mess.
Yeah, you guys keep making a mess. That's right. So
Who is this?
So I will be taking some ibuprofen after this, just because I know that treating a headache prior to full-blown symptoms is a lot more beneficial and effective than actually treating it when you have a full-blown headache. So just tip in life, I guess. That being said, you should not pre-medicate before you get a vaccine because it can blunt your immune system according to the CDC, but you can treat for symptoms afterwards. So like say you have a fever or myalgias or body aches or just feeling tired or headache, you can treat any of those things with either Tylenol or ibuprofen is totally fine. In the studies in both Pfizer and Moderna, they weren't restricted from taking any ibuprofen or Tylenol, and they were still 95% effective. And so, yeah. All right. Hey guys, so it is around 12 o'clock. It has been 4-ish hours since I took my Tylenol, and now I'm officially having chills. Symptom wise, I feel like it's still not that bad. I took a Tylenol earlier, so it kind of helped with my symptoms. So I would like you guys to imagine kind of like what a hangover feels like after Coachella or EDC or some music festival or something like that. So imagine that as being like a 10 out of 10 hangover. Right now, I would say my symptoms are more like a 3 out of 10. So I have chills, but let's see what my temperature is. 97.7. So no fever. I still have enough energy to cook the family lunch. I am doing some tilapia, just cook that on the stove and then make crab cake, except tilapia cakes. It's actually really good. I stole the recipe from Home Chef. And then also we are heating up or making some pho in the Instapot just in case I feel like I need soup, preemptively doing that. So yeah, as I said, I'm not that bad yet, so I'm still making lunch. Wow, that escalated rather quickly. I have significant chills now, to the point where I feel like I should lay down and I'm like really tired. Like I just want to lay there and be a zombie. And it's only been 20 minutes. I thought I'd be able to wait until after I eat my lunch and then take some more ibuprofen. But I decided to take it now. If you guys don't know, for good pain relief, you can alternate between Tylenol and ibuprofen every 3 hours so that you would always have something on board, because one of them is 4 hours, one of them is 6 hours. And so if you alternate between the two, then you get like around the clock pain relief. So yeah, this is my crab cake so far, or tilapia cakes. This is what it's supposed to be. All right. I'm gonna power through this and then hopefully dinner will be done, or lunch will be done, and then I'm gonna take a nap. Also, for those of you guys who are concerned that I'm having these symptoms and still cooking my family dinner or lunch, for those of you who are concerned, I just wanna let you know that you cannot get other people sick from symptoms after a vaccine, because this particular vaccine is not a live virus. It is just mRNA. So I cannot get my family sick unless I actually did have COVID. Then I would be getting them sick, but likely not. This is just due to the vaccine. So yeah, these are crab cakes. And it is done. Whoa, almost lost it.
Whoa, it's still not fit. Yes.
So as I said earlier, London is still nursing. He'll nurse 3 times a day when we're together, and then when I'm at work, usually he'll just nurse before bedtime. So it is approaching 24 hours since I got the vaccine. And over the past hour, I want to say I've had significant chills and body aches. That hasn't gone away with Tylenol or ibuprofen. So just gonna rest now.
I can do this with my...
As I said, London slept at midnight last night, so I expected this to happen. I don't think that this is due to the vaccine. I think this is because he slept really late last night. No fever. What do you want? Are you want cereal?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm
Okay.
Hold on, baby.
London's fine for anybody that's wondering. It's just me that's still laying here. Hi everyone, so it has been 48 hours since my COVID vaccine number 2, and honestly I'm back to 100%. I feel like myself again. I feel like I can work out, I can play with the kids without feeling too tired. I don't have any more chills, and so that is great. I would totally choose to do the vaccine again. If there was a booster shot number 3, if I had to take number 3, I would, just because the side effects are reactogenic. It's your body's natural immune response, and it's a lot safer than getting COVID itself because all of the long-term ramifications that can happen. And I know there's a lot of people out there who are saying, like, Jenny, why would you suffer through this? Why would you do that to yourself when COVID has a 99% survival rate? And even if you calculate a 99% survival rate, there's 330 million people here in the United States. And, you know, doing simple math, 1% of 330 million is like over 3 million people that we'll have to lose unnecessarily. And we have already lost 400,000 and counting people. And so it would break my heart to know that, you know, I'm contributing to that. I know, like, there's a lot of young people out there who say, like, you know, you will just do fine if you got COVID, but, you know, how are our grandparents, how are our parents, how are the people who are at risk getting COVID? You know, it's because of the people going out, whoever is not wearing masks and still socializing. So we are all in this together. We need to continue to work together to, you know, finally defeat this pandemic. If you're not worried about your neighbors, if you're not worried about your family getting sick of it, then worry about yourself, because there's something called COVID long haulers where there are other things that can happen. I talked about this in my last COVID-19 vaccine video, but I want to emphasize it some more. There's a difference between mortality and morbidity. Mortality is what we count, it's the death rate, and there's over 400,000 people. If that doesn't matter to you, then morbidity should matter to you because it affects you. Mortality, you think that it might affect someone else, but morbidity, if you get COVID-19, these are some of the things that can happen to you, even if you're a young, healthy adult. My example, actually, this is a warning if you guys, it's a little traumatic to see, but this was aired on live national television. A college basketball player, his name is Keontae Johnson. He was playing, he dunked, and right afterwards celebrating with his teammates, soon fell over, face forward. He was out and was noted to be in critical condition, required ICU treatment, and later found out to have myocarditis secondary to having COVID-19, coronavirus, which caused this. So there was also a study that was published in The Lancet that showed that people who had COVID are still undergoing cardiovascular risk because there was remodeling due to inflammation. They did MRIs of their hearts, and 78% showed some form of heart involvement, and 68% also had current inflammation, ongoing inflammation. So it affects everybody, and if it could affect this young basketball player who is fairly active and was about to be recruited onto the NBA, then it can happen to me, it can happen to you and anybody else. If you look into it, a lot of the professional athletes have had COVID, and a lot of them had also suffered from myocarditis. This is not the only one single event. And I want to emphasize that because it has lifelong effects. So I urge you, once the vaccine becomes available to you, please consider taking it. Or if you are hesitant, then talk to your doctor. Leave questions in the comment section below. I love having discussions with you. If you are hesitant, if you have questions, and that is okay. It's okay to have concerns, to better understand and educate yourself before you make a decision, but please get it from reputable sources. I think that everyone would agree that we are ready for this to be over. That this is draining and there has been so much unnecessary loss already. We want to get back to a place of normalcy. We want to hug and visit our families. We want to travel. We want to mingle and have parties and, you know, just get back to the way, somewhat of the way things were. And so, I hope we continue working together. I hope we continue to educate each other. Until next time, give this video a thumbs up if you haven't already. Please share it with anyone who you feel that it would be helpful to. And then subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys next week. Peace.